good workout today. Obviously, a very good Detroit team we're preparing for. So, guys practiced hard. We have a loss, certainly a big loss with Deshaun not being able to play with the suspension. But that's the way it is. It's no different than if he were injured. We've got to find a way to rise up. We have quite a few guys injured, and guys are working through it. Guys are taking advantage of their opportunities. And that's what I expect to happen in the absence of Deshaun. So Keith Tandy will move into the starting role. We have other guys that can go in there and play. But Keith will assume that position, and we have confidence that he'll play well. Some injury stuff. John Banks, his shoulder's feeling better, but he was limited today. Mason Foster with the head concussion, he did not participate today. He is still undergoing observation and tests. Other than that, I think that's kind of the injury front. It was a good day, good beginning, first, second down stuff. But like I said, they're a huge challenge to defend, and the front seven is as physical as we've played against.
Greg,
I think Deshaun understands that. I know he does. It is what it is. It happened. You got to look at it and determine what you believe, what you think it is, what I think it is, what Deshaun thinks it is. But the reality is, he got called for it and he got suspended for it, and a lot of that has to do, I think, with his history. So we just have to adjust better than we have. I thought he did make huge adjustments to his game since the last fine and suspension. But this one, they decided that was egregious enough to be suspended, so that's what we'll look. Definitely, I mean, it's definitely something we spoke about, sure. I think a couple things have occurred, right? The rules of the game are forever adjusting, and they've adjusted this year in 2013 more than they have, in the past. And that's fine. I understand, I get the big picture, and we all want this game to keep moving forward. It's the best game in the world. We don't want to let it get jeopardized by something that is going on. So the adjustment by the league, I understand it. We have to play within those rules. We have done a good job in a lot of ways doing that, but not in this instance. Well, it is. We have guys that do have experience, though. Darrelle Revis in there. He's going to have, carry a big role. And Keith Tandy is a leader. He's a leader in that rookie class. He's a very smart football player. We have all the confidence in the world that he'll step up like he did in the past and play well. We played 2.5 games without Deshaun. Now we have to play another one. Well, there may very well be, but you're right in the dog days of the season right now, right? We're week 11. I mean, this is where guys, this is the gut check time. And I think what we do is we go out, and our guys have worked extremely hard every week, and today was no exception. We had pads on for half the practice, and we took them off at halftime. But at the half we were in them, we were physical, and the guys did what they were supposed to do, and I can't ask for more than that. And I think it's all a product, first off, with his preparation. There's very few players in the National Football League that work as hard as this kid does. And I can attest to that because I see when he's here, and I see when he gets here, and I see when he leaves. And it's not hanging around the players' lounge time. So it starts with his preparation, very serious about what he's doing. And then he's been trained well, as I've said many times, in college, where he knows how to read things out. And the job Coach McNulty and Coach Sullivan are doing with him, teaching him the offense and making things very clear. And Mike does what we ask him to do. So yeah, that's a huge plus for Mike. I do think so, but I don't. I think he did have a good background. He understood defenses, but I think he just works and has worked since he got here incredibly hard. He came in here and approached it. I forget we had the comment early in his time here. We talked about how hard you have to work to be an NFL quarterback. And his question, well, what do I do? And very open about it. Well, what does that mean? And whatever we told him to do, he's done. So it's gratifying as a coach. We're going to do several different things because I don't think you do one thing. But you're talking about two of the best that ever played their position, in all of football. So I have to, the fan in me has to step away and just say that, we got to make sure we do everything we can to put our guys, our 11 guys, in the best position to defend their whole offense. And certainly Calvin is a huge part of their offense, huge. But they have other weapons. If it was just Calvin, that wouldn't be easy, but it would be easier. But you're talking about Reggie Bush, you're talking about the tight ends are good, their quarterback is outstanding. So they're, if you just look at the stats, they're top 10 in every major category almost. So you can be top 10 in a few, but when you're in every major category, you're pretty darn good. Well, they're both great players in their own way. But you're right, they are a little bit different in their styles. And their schemes are a little different that they play in. But I think that the thing you can say is that they both thrive in their scheme. So I think they're suited. Sue's a little bit bigger probably. I don't know exact numbers. Gerald may move a little bit better this way, But again, you're really picking at it there. They're two elite players in the National Football League at their position. Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think we got a lot of football left to play too. Yeah, I think Gerald is. We talked about him coming off the injury 2 years ago. He had dominating get-off, and where would that take him? And he had a really good year a year ago, and now he's taken that and incorporated into different things, different techniques. His game has grown, and I think his mental approach to it has grown as well. He keeps getting better, and that's the hard thing for really talented guys, to keep pressing themselves to get better, but he does. I think you ask any defensive player, it's getting more and more difficult to play defense in the National Football League. But as I stated earlier, that is the way it's going to be. And it's to protect the game and to protect the players. Right? So we need to modify how we do things. And those who do it quickest are going to have the most success. As evidenced, we're missing a valuable player because we didn't quite adapt quickly enough. So I'm not angry at him. I wish we had him. Sean is a great guy to have on your football team. He's a great teammate. He's a great guy to coach. We just got to get that fixed. We got to get it adjusted. Again, you got to look at history as, I think, the biggest culprit in this instance.